I bought the Grado 60e, brand new, about 5 or 6 years ago. I paid around 80 or 90 bucks, and here's what I think of them. The 60e sound clear, detailed and clean. This is not a lush or warm tuning. What strikes you immediately is the amount of air, the freshness, the flow in the sound. Details come forward very easily, maybe even too much, because the upper part of the spectrum is bright, and that can cause listening fatigue, especially if you play recordings that are bright. And because of all that air and details, the soundstage is not bad. It feels big. Bass and dynamics are good, but nothing more than that. The bass is fast, defined, it's not muddy or boomy, but it lacks depth, volume and punch. Say, if you listen to small jazz bands, acoustic music, blues or light rock, the 60e handles it nicely. With EDM, hip-hop or anything that relies on deep bass, forget it. Say, play The Prodigy and you'll immediately notice the missing depth and weight in the bass. Same with drums, forget it. Or classical music, say a large symphony orchestra, forget it. That's just too much for the 60e. One thing I really like, you can wear the 60e for longer sessions without much discomfort. They don't press hard on your head and your ears do not overheat, and your head and ears don't get sweaty. But these stock foam pads, I'm not a fan. The texture of these is rough, and on the skin they just don't feel that nice. And also the fit on the head feels a kind of sloppy. They sit loosely without enough clamp on the ears. It is comfortable, yeah, but sometimes you just wish they hugged your head just a bit tighter. The build quality, nothing special. You gotta treat them gently, treat them nice, because in the hands they feel cheap. And I get the impression that if they hit the floor a few times, they could fall apart. And I bought these maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and by now the foam on one side is deformed and it keeps and keeps falling off. And I can't remember if it was like that from the start or just something that happened over time. Yeah, they leak a lot. So everyone around you will hear exactly what you're listening to. If you're watching porn, everyone will know. So forget about using them outside, on a bus or in a quiet office. The 60e are for home listening. You don't need a headphone amp for these because they are easy to drive and they'll work just fine plugged straight into pretty much anything. So overall, yeah, I like this headphone, it's not bad. So taking the price into account, here's how I'd rate the 60e. Sound 7, comfort 7, build quality 6, right? So that's it. Until next time, blah blah blah, see ya, blah blah blah.